No. So what they're saying, right? Just be clear for our audience, because I actually read that article. I was looking at
Welcome to the Jury's Out podcast, the podcast you come to watch attorneys and their friends talk about real shit, everything under the sun, crypto, growing pot. We doing everything nowadays.
Everything.
And we doing a raw, uncut way because
the jury's out.
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
And we are here with
once again,
returning
I know you guys.
Yes, sir.
If you didn't catch the last episode, you probably should go watch that one because the shit gets confusing real fast. And you're gonna make references.
I'm ready. I'm ready this time.
Introduce yourself to the audience again.
Man, the first time I introduced myself with my government name, now I'm Shue the Flipper. I'm Shue. I switched it up today. I'm Shue the Flipper.eth.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
.eth, baby.
I desperately need my domain name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Bradley.
Hi, Brad.
How you doing, Bradley?
I'm doing good. I'm here to talk about some NFTs today.
Yeah. So that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about non-fungible tokens. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. You ain't the only one.
Okay. Y'all come in with some heat early.
Yeah. Oh, no, that is a quick Google search. Yeah, but NFTs, as they're commonly known. Who wants to start us off? What the fuck is an NFT?
Oh man, what is it? It's a old school model of a JPEG.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Well, remember back in the day, we had these pictures and stuff, and on Windows, whatever. It's that, but now we're making money off it.
It's the JPEGs.
It's JPEG.
The JPEG wars.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in all seriousness, it's actually something that's going to be utilized in the future by businesses, which is already, a little bit now. If you go to certain basketball games, special events, they'll give you like an NFT ticket and something to sell. It just goes back to, something on chain that we can go back and check if it's real and stuff like that. Businesses just going to implement it to, protect their businesses and just raise revenue more.
Okay. But I mean, that's more of a utilization type of answer. What is it? Like if someone doesn't even know what the fuck we're talking about, like what exactly is it?
So let's address the non-fungible part, right?
Yeah.
So because people don't really use this word ever. So the first time they hear it, they're like, what is that?
Fungible, yes.
Really? Fungible.
Right.
So to understand fungible, right? So goods contracted for or without a individual specimen being specified. So mutually interchangeable.
So fungible.
Just to give you the actual denotation, right? So, but basically mutually interchangeable.
Yeah.
So if you are able to switch it out, right, it is non-fungible.
Okay.
So it's fungible. So beats for currencies. It doesn't matter which dollar you have, it is $1. So it doesn't matter what dollar you bring to the store to go buy your Arizona, it's $1. And you're trusted that it's $1.
So that makes it fungible.
Right, and it's not unique. So if it's non-fungible, it means that there's only one version of that. It's a very unique item. So that new technology allows us to kind of verify and basically distinguish property ownership digitally. And that is, if you go back to history, wealth was created when we could really document property rights. Like when people were able to own things, own land, and it was verified. This is yours. That helped us give some law and order and help people be able to, build wealth. So understanding that sort of dynamic of property rights and that we have that in the real world. It doesn't. Most people don't care about it, but it makes up your day-to-day life every day. Like that's you go to work, you go to school. Any structure is someone owns that asset, right? That is someone's property. Mm-hmm. It's much more important than people really think it is. But the fact that we have now moved
The government cares. We don't really care, guys. I don't give a fuck who owns the corner store.
Right.
I just want my soda and my bacon, egg, and cheese. That's all.
Nice,
But,
nice,
you
yep.
know,
until you want to buy it, until you want to buy the corner store. Then
right.
So, which also would make that process easier as well, right? Because the documentation would be public. So, you know.
So now, I guess a question it comes to my mind when I first heard of this concept is it's you're saying it's unique and it's one of one, but there can be multiple copies of the same unique thing.
Just like there can be, you know, replicas of certain things, right? So there's, you know, tons of pictures of the Mona Lisa. There is one Mona Lisa, but there's tons of pictures or selfies with it. There's all different types of angles, or you can go online and type in Mona Lisa, you know.
Well, off subject. I don't know if this is off subject or on
not.
subject, but well, NFTs. Some NFTs come with IP addresses. So what Brad was referring to, like you can buy a XYZ NFT. If it comes with the IP address, you can customize it. You know, and somebody else can, you know, look at that, right-click slave, and put it as their profile picture. You'd be like, yo, what is that? You know, it's essentially an NFT. Anything can be an NFT. Your car can be an NFT. You know,
Right.
so
But I also know because I dabble.
I dabble.
yeah.
And I know that there's a big thing in a new it's a new technology called smart contracts. So how are the smart contracts a part of this NFT? Because I feel like that's an important thing to explain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the smart contract is basically the underlying rules of the NFT, which is why we, you know, immediately back up from the, I guess, sort of initial perception that NFTs are just digital art. Like, it is way more than just JPEGs. It's way more than just like owning a digital piece of artwork or something. So the fact that you can own this unique object, right? If you got like a ticket to a concert and you got autographed by the artist on your ticket, that's a, you know, one of one. Even if he made multiple that night, right? So you have one, and so like there might have been several with his signature on it or their signature on it, but that doesn't change the fact that this is now a unique item that is valuable to you. It's sentimental, all of those things, and so being able to
We in the streets, baby. We gonna get some background noise. We outside.
this happens.
Yeah.
This ain't the courthouse. The jury's out.
Jury's out.
So, I mean, just understanding that basically non-fungibleness, like that aspect is basically talking about the sort of nuances and gray areas of life of things that are valuable to you and unique to you. And they're mostly physical. And so now we can make them digital. Now that our lives are becoming increasingly digital and we have more digital items that we want to prove we have ownership of, that is, to a small subsection thus far, been a product market fit, right? But as we go forward, businesses can offer them as ways to, hey, we can write this smart contract that says, like, if you do X amount of times, you get this. So if you have a business and you have like a certain rewards program, right? If you have, I don't know, anything that you
Let's
coffee shop,
Yeah,
you know,
not
10
to
coffees.
not to cut you off, but I want to stop you right there when you said businesses, because Adidas just did something, you know, remarkable in the NFT game, because you can buy their NFT, and you know it cut costs. Like if you buy that NFT price in Ethereum or whatever, you know, 99% of the market is Ethereum, you know, marketplace. But if you buy that NFT, you can redeem it for something like merch, a show, in real life events, stuff like that. And it pays for that. Business wise, they're looking at it like, yo, Adidas make millions in one day off that NFT.
Wow.
You know, that's just what Brad's saying. Like businesses are capitalizing on this.
Is there a reason why it's primarily based on the Ethereum structure, coin,
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, the blockchain.
Blockchain.
Network effects.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah, that is where the first have started. That is where a lot of the sort of crypto culture has emanated out of. And so there are more blockchains that do offer NFTs as well. And
Polygon, Matic.
Right. Polygon, Solana, maybe Cardano eventually, who knows?
But if I
Oh,
understand
no.
correctly, there is something like, can you have an NFT on a Bitcoin? No, right? And
No, but there are companies. There are companies that try to do this. There are.
There's companies like Stacks are trying to make Bitcoin DeFi,
Okay.
which I don't agree with. I think Bitcoin should stay how Bitcoin is. I think Ethereum should run that DeFi market, but it's a free country. I mean,
It's like trying to make fetch work. It just doesn't work.
yeah, it's a free world in the crypto world.
Like what's so for someone who doesn't understand what makes them different that an NFT organically works on a Ethereum as compared to Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, Bitcoin is not programmable to be NFT accessible.
Okay.
So Ethereum's Internet of Money. You don't even have to hold Ethereum if you're making big in NFTs because you're going to get that thing right back. Like you can make 8 Ethereums in one day. You could.
Yeah.
Now the probability is very small, but you could, just like hitting the lottery.
Right.
You could hit the lotto, but would you? But that's right there. Ethereum is running the game. I don't agree with Bitcoin getting to DeFi, but it could, and people are trying to, allow it.
What does that mean?
They're trying to build on top of it, basically.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to build on top of the blockchain, and I don't agree with that. I think Bitcoin should stay original to what it is, and we build from it, because everything, it comes from a Bitcoin. Everything, Ethereum, everybody comes from Bitcoin. So it should be like that.
Then what's the, I guess, what's the benefit to doing anything with Bitcoin then? Like, if Bitcoin's not going to grow anymore, then
This
that's
question,
what it sounds like.
Wait, hold on. This question.
I told you I was ready. I told you I was
Brad,
ready.
this question's for me.
So what's the point of doing anything with Bitcoin? I'm just asking a question that
Ethereum.
Okay, let me answer. Me and Brad talk about this all the time. You hit a nerve there with me. Do you like your current government?
Oof.
Okay.
Deep questions.
Who's the CEO of Bitcoin?
Satoshi Nakamoto, or the Invisible Man.
What's his address?
No one knows.
Okay then. So that's why Bitcoin is important, because it's leaderless. Now I view it as a store of value. A lot of people view it as other things, which is cool. There's Lightning Network where you can pay, using Bitcoin. And it'll be
layer
faster.
2.
Layer 2. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin's leaderless, and we don't have no yay or nay towards it because it's leaderless. It doesn't have Barack Obama. It doesn't have George Bush. It doesn't have these type of people that cause a divide sometimes. Other than Ethereum has a CEO. Why you shaking your head?
Because he's not really a CEO though. He doesn't operate.
He's not
doesn't-
in any
he doesn't-
leadership
yeah.
position.
Right,
He's
he's
just a
not.
contributing member of the Ethereum Foundation.
But as a traditional Western country, we're pushing him. Like, he was just on Time Magazine.
Yeah.
We're
He's the
pushing.
founder. He's the
that's-
co-founder.
Yeah, he's the
but-
co-founder. Yeah.
He's the face of it, but there needs people. That's marketability, right? Like, because if you want the people who are always just catching up to adopt Ethereum, then you got to kind of put a face on it.
I disagree with that, because Bitcoin boomed without a face. It was a mysterious face.
Right. Well, Bitcoin boomed because motherfuckers was buying drugs with that shit. Man.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Silk Road.
Yeah, exactly.
Put on that too. That just came to light.
Just
But let's get back up. Let's
Wait,
get
hold
back
on.
to the-
Disclaimer: we do not condone.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, of
We
course
don't
not.
condone. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, buying drugs with Bitcoin?
No, but can you explain this whole idea of like what do these people developed Ethereum, Bitcoin, and stuff like that, and once it's developed and it's already in the system so much, what kind of role do they play in like? Do they play a supply demand? Like, do they can create more? Because it's being used for all these different things. Now it's just out there. You're saying Ethereum has a leader. What does that? What does it having a leader or not having a leader matter? Like, how does that? What is it? Is it like? Does it affect the day to day of its existence?
I don't know.
This is the question of decentralization
Yeah.
versus centralization, right?
Okay.
So Bitcoin is the most decentralized cryptocurrency, which is its basically premium status. Is that the fact that it's leaderless? Not only is it leaderless, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So the community, the Bitcoin community, loves its 21 million limit. It loves the sort of fee structure of the
fixed supply.
So the fixed supply, the fee structure of transactions, and the fact that it's got a set issuance schedule. So like that's where you get into the economics of currencies, and that's where you lose a lot of people because it doesn't just like flies over the head.
The only thing that's troubling with the any type of crypto, I'm not even referring to Ethereum. If you have a leader, if they say something on Twitter or anything, it's you could potentially
It
hurt.
affects.
Yeah,
It affects the
potentially-
value of it,
We don't-
or people willing to use it.
Exactly. If we got some Bitcoin maxi that says some stupid stuff, we can just X them out, you know, because you know the Bitcoin CEO is not gonna go on Twitter and say, you know, I support XYZ.
Yeah.
You know, they'll get, you know, attacked for that.
So you think that Bitcoin will forever be impervious to like political pressures or social pressures and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, we should keep it up there. If it doesn't last to be number one, we should keep it around because it's the creator. You know, it was here to, you know, free
the OG.
us.
Yeah,
to
it'll
free
always
us.
be important. It will always play a role.
Yeah.
Now,
To f-
my bad. You go ahead, finish.
Oh no, it was just it's here to free us, you know, to create. That's why we got NFTs today.
It wasn't here to make you rich. It was here to make you free.
It make you free, man.
So going back to NFTs, like what's the process? Like if I want to create an NFT, how do I go about creating one? Like how does it work?
Well, I kind of want to talk about like just finish up talking about its use. No, because we want to get to that. We want to get to that, right? But like I feel like before talking about creating it, I want to talk about like you know, its potential use, right, for the consumer. So you have it, but like why is it valuable? But why is it valuable to interact with, right? Because these smart contracts, right? I like to compare it to like if you ever go to like the coffee shop, and if you get 5 coffees, you get the 6th coffee free.
Yes.
Oh,
But they do it on a little card that you punch holes.
Yeah.
I could easily go home with
Gotcha.
one with no holes in it, and I could copy those, and I could show up with my 5 free coffees every day. And they can't verify to say, nah, we didn't make this, bro. It's the same paper.
Yep.
It's like, you know, like, so now because of these smart contracts and because it's all digital and it's all exposed for everybody to see, you can't fake that.
Yeah.
Right? You can't fake that. And so that's really important. And so now that builds you don't have to worry about trusting anyone because the system, because the system, it can only function in that way.
Yep.
Right? It
So
can't be copied.
So let's talk about.
Sounds like you answered your own question, motherfucker.
I was like, yo, so
I was sitting there like, I'm glad he
I
knows.
was like, yeah, like commercial.
On to the
I was
next
gonna say
one.
commercial.
So I just wanted to get that point out. Like that's valuable. So now, now
back to my
so
question.
back to what you were saying.
Well, hold on. Let's sit with Jack a little bit because, you know, I know you heard of Bored Ape.
Right.
Okay, Bored Ape.
Fucking hate that shit, man.
Bored Ape.
It's the supreme of the crypto space.
Supreme. It's the Disney.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, okay. Bored Ape. It came out last year, a little
Beginning of 2020.
Yeah, around there, like last year. People just got airdropped maybe $200,000 to $50,000 for holding a Bored Ape.
No, you're talking about the ape coin.
No.
Oh, you're talking about the actual NFT.
Well, they got airdropped the ape coin.
Right.
Which was worth.
But before that.
Before that, they held their Bored Ape, and they
How did they get it?
They mint it. They mint it.
Right, because
They mint
somebody
it.
Some of
dropped.
them minted it. Some of them were gifted. You know.
So-
gifted.
What is it?
Yeah, right. So
It's a community. It's a community of it's just it's these apes, right? So it's like they're bored apes, and there's I don't know how many of them, 10,000 of them. They're digital images, but they can be because the IP rights are owned.
Yeah.
You can actually go and license movies and go and make characters on film commercially. But
Universal Music Group just bought a Bored Ape and now about to implement it in music now.
Yeah, so that's
Snoop
stuff
Dogg's
like
doing
that.
the same thing.
So it's apes.
Right,
It's
it's
pictures
pictures
of
of
It's
apes.
pictures of apes,
JPEG.
If I had
Yeah.
Wi-Fi,
and they look bored. I'm assuming.
Yeah. You got it.
Okay.
It's definitely the name of the community, but it's definitely a more sort of elite, sort of they're the most expensive cryptos, right?
Yep.
And so
Okay.
this is where the celebrities
a
will
coin.
unlight them.
Yeah.
No, it is an NFT community.
Who controls their minting?
Well, they have a coin
or their
now. They have a coin
The Yuga Labs, which is the creator, that's a lab that created Bored Ape, and they just bought the other lab that made CryptoPunks. Right, and so
They bought-
CryptoPunks is the really crypto native NFTs from like 2018 that were minted for less than $50 each. That the floor price is $200,000 on now.
Yeah, first of all, you can't even sell them on OpenSea because it's OTC, over the counter now. You can't. You gotta discuss it with that person. Like if Brad owns a CryptoPunk, I have to hit him up directly and be like, I got XYZ for you. Would you trade it to me?
And you're not letting that go for less than like 300, 400 grand.
Yeah.
So CryptoPunk is in the same.
Right, but
atmosphere as
its
Void.
community is far more sort of geeky, nerdy software. They're like the highly pixelated images. Odell Beckham has one.
Yeah.
Right, he's like one of the few. He's like the only celebrity I can think of that has a CryptoPunk. But Stephen Curry has a Bored Ape. Jimmy Fallon has a Bored Ape. Paris Hilton has a Bored Ape.
Yep.
Like that is the celebrity. Like, oh, what's this new crypto thing?
Can't get the CryptoPunk. I have a Bored Ape though.
Yeah.
So how do I get one?
You go into OpenSea, you load your wallet up with 300 grand, and you buy a crypto.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
But you know, it starts out small, and so the community grows. People like what they can do with it. They like the community, the people around it, holding these assets. Like that's really what NFTs are in this sense now. There's a lot of digital communities based around them. A lot of people who, you know, get to talk to other people, get to hold, you know, whatever, get to go through these periods of price fluctuations, and someone can relate to you because they understand, like they're holding an asset that's the, you know, value of a home going up and down like every other day. Like that is exciting for a lot of people, especially when,
That sounds stressful as fuck.
I mean, certainly, but when you
you have
got
no
it for
idea.
$50, if you paid $50 for something and it turned into a few $100 grand, and you just saw it fluctuate between a few $100 grand, and you never saw it anywhere close to that again, you'd feel really comfortable with owning this highly volatile, really valuable asset that you're watching Paris Hilton on, you know, Saturday Night Live or whatever.
Yo,
whatever Jimmy Fallon show.
there's
That's not Saturday
pictures.
Night Live. I don't watch TV. There you go. That dude.
Thanks, Brad.
That dude.
Thanks,
Whatever.
Brad. We know you don't watch
I'm a
TV.
nerd. I just hang out in my little circle.
Everybody has a sacrifice, man.
I mean, now it's like it's interesting because now a NFT is worth more than a home. You know, and not so many people's
A
grasp.
JPEG.
A JPEG, a non-physical thing, is worth more than your home now, and people are not really grasping that yet.
Right. So now, here's the thing. All right. I know people with money is always going to come into some new technology and manipulate it, and you know, and you know, fuck it up for everybody else, right? But now, I also know that with the Bored Apes and maybe not so much the CryptoPunks is now they're adding utility to it, right?
Yeah,
So that's the one thing I really want to talk about is the utility of an NFT.
Okay.
Right? Like what is its potential for use? Because the Bored Ape and the CryptoPunks, those are just a saturation, right, of that market. But the NFT as a tool is very useful. So like you were saying, where we you know, you punch in the card to get the free sandwich, right? Can you talk about other companies and how they plan to use it? Like you said, Adidas, right? If you buy the Adidas NFT, that it, like, depending on how many of them you have, it will start to give you a percentage off of their products, or you get exclusive access.
Yeah.
Right. I know the Yankees they're thinking about doing something along those lines. Like I want to talk because.
And Gary V too. He's starting a restaurant next year that you'll need an NFT to enter, or you can lease one.
So
He's like,
just to dumb it down a little bit more, like how does so you have this kind of like a VIP access to certain events or whatever by having an NFT. Logistically, how does that work? Like, is there an app that verifies that you have it? Do you show it on your phone?
in your wallet.
Wallet Etherscan.
Okay, so what's that? Explain that.
Well, I don't know if they would use Etherscan to verify that when you're there, but Etherscan is how you can look up transactions on the blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So it's like an Internet Explorer, but it's a blockchain explorer.
No, I mean more like how does this process work? You're saying that there's certain things that you can do with this, but like talking for someone who's never owned an NFT and doesn't understand. All right, this NFT is gonna be my ticket into this club. Well, is it like a?
We're still in the early stages. Like restaurants are not out yet, and clubs are not out yet to verify NFTs. But in the near future, well, starting next year, you'll go to places that you'll need that NFT.
Yeah.
So they'll tell you like, oh, well, you can lease it for X amount of money. You know, that's what Gary Vee is already doing. So that's the haves and have-nots, I guess, when it comes to the NFT world. And whoever businesses want to enter into that, they're going to tell you, they're going to be like, well, you need to come to my business because I'm losing money based off inflation. Yeah. And I created an NFT because it's more, I'm gaining more revenue.
Yeah. I think what's missing is like, because I can see clubs and stuff doing like that having to
Because-
scan an NFT.
Yeah, not even to cut you off, but just to add on to it, it's like, look what's going on with Russia. Like, they're no more vodka from Russia, you know, and that's going to hurt businesses. Like,
Is that
you know,
legit? We lose.
I'm just saying that's how people are. It's
I
like,
don't
vodka?
drink vodka. I don't care. I don't drink vodka.
you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people's reaction, but in the time, in the
like
moment,
vodka.
yeah, in the moment, I just saw like on Twitter people dumping, Russian vodka out.
That's dumb, but
You know, but
You already bought it.
you already bought it. You already bought it. But let's look at the bigger picture here. Like, the ports are messed up, the supply chain's messed up, all these things are messed up. How are the businesses going to keep making money? They need to make NFTs.
yeah.
You know, because kids are going crazy. I know a 14-year-old that just made $200,000 off NFTs.
So
He's
how-
14 years old.
Explain. Let's go into that. Like, how does that work? how does
What the fuck?
like
He's 14 years old.
like is the process of even making it that complicated? And then if you are capable of making one, right?
Yeah.
What differentiates someone who's going to be that successful as to someone who's just throwing it into a saturated market? Like
The same difference there is from you releasing a mixtape tomorrow and Lil Wayne releasing a mixtape tomorrow. It's just like your following, right? Your distribution. If you have the distribution, then there's no excuse not to do it, because you have a following, you have a community, you will make money off that. But if you don't, and you make an NFT tomorrow and no one knows you made it, obviously, I mean, maybe you get someone that just stumbles upon it and wants to buy it, but
is that what this kid had? This kid had like a market to go to, or he just started it?
Well,
I mean, OpenSea is a marketplace.
yeah, it's a market.
So there's all
OpenSea
these
looks
projects.
Rare. Yeah.
There's
What's
you wanna
OpenSea?
Yeah, different marketplaces like OpenSea. You can, connect your wallet, like a Coinbase wallet, or, MetaMask. There we go. I don't use it, but
scary.
And MetaMask is actually going to do an airdrop this year with their coin. So
Yeah, I
So
mean,
this is a Web3 thing, right? These airdrops. If you're a participant and you use our product, based on how much you use, how much money you've spent, we can
Exactly.
airdrop you.
Stimulus
and
checks.
You can recoup some of your money, but some of that money is in the form of an asset that can go up in price.
Yep.
That has never before happened. That does not
Never.
happen. That has never happened where you go and spend money at a company and they give you a form of equity, something that has growth potential,
Yes.
not cash back.
Yes.
That has the complete opposite of growth potential.
listen,
So that's the game changer with that.
people would give you so many perks, like cards and all this other stuff, but that's cool and all. But what if you leave that company and the perks stop? If I give you an NFT, you have that NFT till you choose to sell it.
Right.
Now, when you sell it, that's on you. That's when you might have needed money that time. You might have needed like $500, whatever the case may be, and you sold it.
So how you make them? Let's get to how you make them. So how do you make these?
Before we get to how you make them, before we get to how you make them, but
I gotta make me some.
right. But I want to say this: Bored Ape is really doing great things for the community. There's people that lost their jobs and never will get their jobs back, and there's something called play to earn, where you can play in the metaverse and earn that coin that's value at XYZ dollars.
Yeah, I do that. I
How does it
definitely do
work?
that.
So-
Yeah.
What do you play?
That's
He's
the
like,
other part of
yeah,
NFTs.
yeah,
Gaming NFTs.
He's like, I'm just
so
finding
this
this
gaming
out.
NFT. So this gaming, which is like, that's a little tied more to metaverses and to like Web3 and stuff, where so there a game has a coin, right? So like there's a game called DeFi Kingdoms, right? Oh, I used to play, but then I don't play no more, right? So DeFi Kingdoms has its own cryptocurrency in a game called Jewel, and you mine Jewel through the NFT, through the metaverse, right? You take, so it exists on the One Harmony blockchain, right? Harmony One, and so that blockchain, I basically use Harmony and Jewel, right? I swap some of my Harmony for Jewel, then I take my Jewel and my Harmony and I put them together in a pool, and what that does is it generates more Jewel.
Yep.
And now the
Liquidity pool.
liquidity pool. Yo, so I'm out here, baby.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm out here, bro. And I'm doing that on 2 metaverses right now, bro. so basically, in this game, I'm farming, right? I'm farming, and so I have my little liquidity pool, and it's chilling there. I come back every 5 days, and I claim what I make. And I take that, and then I can buy.
This is amazing.
I can buy.
Kid growing up.
I can buy heroes, right? So that they're like these, like, and it's an NFT. The hero's an NFT. And yo, my heads. Cut that shit off, bro.
Just shut it off. That's me. That's me. It's gonna just keep doing it.
So basically, I have a hero, which is like an NFT, and I send this hero on journeys, right? And it does these little things, and through that,
I'm about to cry.
This hero now, it's my character.
Yeah.
And so I can send it on these things. Now I don't have to like sit there and play. It just does it. It takes like a couple minutes, and when it comes back, it gathers all of these like little items and stuff, right? And so you're building this character with XP and all of that.
Oh my God.
And you're basically, when I play a game, I'm getting paid in real currency to play the game.
Welcome to Web3, people.
Web3, baby.
And so through that, right, my NFT, my little hero, I can also rent him. So if other people who don't have enough money to buy an NFT themselves,
Talk your stuff,
they can rent my little hero and use it on quests. Its XP still goes up.
Oh
Its
my
attributes
God.
still go up.
Digital slavery.
We're supposed to avoid that.
Yes,
We're right back
NFT's
where we
not black, so it's okay.
These heroes don't have emotions.
Yo,
No
can
bueno.
you imagine if 2K did that?
Oh,
Like
man.
if I wanted somebody's specific
It
player,
will.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
will be. I'm so telling you, it will. 100%, man.
Oh, he's like-
PlayStation is
the grind for 2K is over.
They're gonna be last.
Yeah, I don't think PlayStation's gonna be first. They're gonna be
PlayStation might be
last.
first, but gaming systems
Nah,
gonna be last.
Xbox is going to go in before
Yeah,
PlayStation.
I mean, but they're still gonna be last. Like,
So that's a computer game you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's a website.
yeah.
How the fuck do you make an NFT? I get it. It has utility. It's a smart contract. Okay, cool story.
Oh my
How do you make one?
I've been waiting for him to say it because I've not done it, so he narrowly knows.
Well, okay.
You mint one. You just go online and mint it.
Okay.
Oh, just go online and mint it. How the fuck do I do that? How?
I don't like mint. I like chamomile.
I hate mint.
All right, I'm about to tell y'all the worst part about NFTs.
Go for it.
All right.
Bad news first.
So minting, right? Creating one to your wallet or
No, well, just creating it in general. Like, what's the process? So, let's say I have a business,
okay. Oh,
and I want to make an NFT. I got an image. I got my logo, or whatever it is. I got my logo. I want to NFT my logo. What do I need to start it? And then what do I need to put it out there? And then you can also, and then after that, you can talk about the minting process.
Okay, got you. For what I know, is you'll need Adobe.
Got that.
Okay.
What's
So,
Adobe? What?
The PDF shit.
Oh, Adobe. Okay.
so yeah, it's just like creating, little digital characters, and there's software that you can use to, make 5,000 supply or 4,000 supply, 3,000 supply, how many you want with that one character, and then put different clothing on it and stuff like that.
Can it be, the same? Can it be the exact same image?
No.
It can't be. It has to be.
Well, it can be the same face, but it has to be different clothing. Like every NFT has to be somewhat different.
what if, like,
Unless it all has the same utility.
Can I NFT this logo?
Yes, you
Okay.
can NFT that
But
way.
then it has to.
But it's only one of them on it. I can make 100 of those.
Okay, if you do 100 of those and group it one together, that's like the Adidas. So
Okay.
Adidas has one NFT, but many own it.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So there's different variants. So if you do an NFT like this, let's say we do this and we change the color, red, blue, yellow, the whole rainbow, that makes it different. Like
Okay.
everybody might, if you got red, it's rarity. You can sell it for higher.
Right.
You
Because
know.
there's less red made than
So-
yellow than orange. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
So
you can make multiple reds. Can you or can you not?
now you can do that, but then you ruin the rarity of it.
Okay.
So more of something means less rarity.
All right. Yeah, I get that.
So let's say we do one of this, and you guys was like Apple, you did this, and people buy it. It's just one NFT. You don't have to change the color. You don't have to do anything. That's what Adidas did.
Yeah.
So when people take this, right? Let's say you offer a hoodie or something like a hat and in real life events and stuff like that. Somebody can redeem it for that. So if they hold it long enough, you could be like, okay, today we're announcing that we're having an event, and if you have this NFT, you can come through free of charge, but you have the NFT. So that means you pay for your ticket. But you can get in with this.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like what's the process? So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to answer my own question again because the company to my understanding, right, the company needs a digital wallet, right, and you have to have the currency, the cryptocurrency that the NFTs gonna be built on. What blockchain the NFTs gonna be built on?
Okay, so I'm confused about the question.
Right. So the question is like, I want to make an NFT right now. I have an image, right?
But you don't need Ethereum if you're creating one.
No. I already have the image. Creating the image, you can do it on Illustrator, you can do it on Photoshop, all of that, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is okay, now that I have my image, how do I get it onto the marketplace, right?
Well, OpenSea. Well, you'll have to reach out to.
So then I make an OpenSea account.
Make an OpenSea account.
Right. I attach that OpenSea account to
your wallet.
A wallet.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
And then I upload the image to OpenSea.
Yes.
Right. And then so now
like you're uploading a file.
This
It's
is
like
the worst
it's
part.
like uploading a file.
Okay, this is the worst part. You're talking about selling it now.
No, I'm saying about putting it on the
Uploading.
marketplace.
You're talking about uploading it.
It's
right?
uploaded already.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's uploaded, but
so you reached out to OpenSea.
Yeah.
Or you created an account and you uploaded it, and you reached out to OpenSea, to verify information or whatever questions you have, and then that's done. That part is done. But how you gonna promote it?
right.
Is that the hard part?
That's the hard part. The creating one is not a hard part. There's millions of NFTs out there.
Right.
You can create that.
Right.
You can get the Adobe and generate thousands of NFTs and upload it to OpenSea. Looks rare, but the hard part is promoting it. And a lot of people use Discord.
Yeah.
You
I'm
get
on a few
whitelisted.
Discords. Yeah.
And you gotta spend 13 hours a day in that joint.
Yeah, because there's people, there's a 1,000 people sometimes in them, and that chat is going crazy.
Yep.
And within the chat, there's sub chats of all different sections. So like for us for work, like when we talk about podcast stuff, we have that one chat. When we talk about music, we have that other chat. That's how Discord is, right? It's like it's organized like that, where it's like, and these thousands and thousands of conversations are having just
it's
on
that bad.
certain things.
So when people ask me like, how can I create NFTs? I said, well, you need devs.
I think they want like a literal like walkthrough of like how to mint an NFT on OpenSea, like as a retail investor.
Right.
So
Simply,
retail or creator?
These are it's the same thing. You're
the
just
same
going one
thing.
thing, and you're just uploading it to OpenSea.
Once I have the image,
retail. These are retail investors.
I don't know if it's the same thing, because like creating an NFT and putting it out there is different than somebody like me just opening my phone and buying your NFT.
No, but buying and selling are two different actions.
Yeah.
So creating it, you choose the blockchain, right? And so the two big blockchains right now are Ethereum and Polygon, right?
Solana as well.
So
No,
Solana,
I think
right?
Solana is
For the NFTs.
Yeah,
Right, for the NFTs. You have to have the coin. You have to have some money.
You have the wallet for that too.
Because does it cost money to make an NFT?
Yeah, the gas fee.
It's a gas fee, right? On Polygon, I know there's zero gas fee.
Okay, so when you say make an NFT,
Yes.
are we buying it or you're the creator? Like,
He's the creator.
Let's
I'm
say
the
you're
Bored
creator.
Apes. Let's say you're you.
Let's say
he wanted to mint that NFT. He
Let's
wanted
say,
to
for
make
example,
that into an
Returns to
NFT.
Swag wants to create an NFT.
See, they want to create it.
Right? Let's say we wanted to create an NFT,
Yeah.
and we're gonna create. We're gonna do our logo, right? Or we're gonna do our music. We're gonna do our
Okay, so
whatever,
this is the stuff you
like-
need to be a successful creator.
Well, that's not so much successful. Just to get
do it.
just to
Just
get
to do
it,
it.
so it can be
Like-
you can get it.
Think about
It's
if the
available.
audience. If the audience is watching this, right?
Yeah.
What can you say in the next 5 minutes that they walk away and go, okay, I know how to make an NFT. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like logistically, because you're kind of jumping over the question. You're saying what makes it
I get it.
successful, what makes it not successful.
I get it, because if I'm gonna create an NFT and the shit ain't gonna be successful, I don't give a fuck. So I get
Exactly.
why
That's
that's the hard part.
Yeah.
But let's just start with just creating a fucking NFT. Now that I have this nice NFT created, then we can talk about how it can make me rich.
Okay, so
Right, yeah. So from what I got, because I'm writing the shit down so that I know where I'm at.
Okay.
You open an OpenSea account.
yes.
You attach it to your wallet, right? The NFT or the image you want to attach it as a NFT. Then you contact them to verify. It's I guess one of one or whatever. and then you upload it, then they verify it. So now it's on OpenSea, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
so now everybody can see it.
So
People can see it. So
now it's in the
official-
process of being minted, right? So what is it?
You just minted it.
See,
No,
see.
no.
Okay,
Okay.
see.
We're not there
That's
yet.
we're cross.
Right,
We're cross.
yeah. See, y'all.
Thank you.
I wrote the shit down. All right. So now it's on for everybody to see.
Yes.
Is it an NFT now?
Yes.
Cool. I've created an NFT
Yes. Yes.
just like that.
See,
Now,
Perfect.
what's after that? Like, just
Right. Now you said minting, right?
minting is retail.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that has nothing to do really with the creator.
Okay, cool. Fuck that. So now, how do I now promote it as
Okay.
to make
See,
people interested
this
in
is
it
this is where I'm getting into.
and get rich?
So this is the hard part. Discord
It has to be Discord.
usually is
And logistically, how does that work?
What is that?
terrible.
No, but just like what are you actually doing? What's like what would you get up there and just start talking about your NFT?
Okay, when you're in Discord,
What
there's
is it? Is that the,
there's pre-sale, there's public sale, and then there's
that's a marketplace?
it's like
No. The Discord is a discussion platform.
discussion platform based
Right.
It's where you go and promote
marketplace,
your.
like-
It's where you go and
But
promote
that's
your
where
product.
that's where you
Yeah.
build your community.
That's like hanging flyers in the
Like-
store and shit.
Right,
Yes.
right.
There we
Yes.
go. There we go. See, there we go.
Gotta dumb
So
it down, baby.
exactly.
Oh,
So
my head. God damn.
so Discord would let you know if the team is fully docs.
what's that mean?
Identified. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll let you know the supply amount. It'll let you know their website, so you'll check their roadmap, and also they'll see the incentives, like what's the perks, what's the time that we're minting, what's the whitelist about. Whitelist is the people that mint before the public, so they might have a rarity. So that's when the little tedious stuff come into play. That's why I always tell people get devs, get mod people, like people
developers. Yeah.
like people that know what they're doing in the Discord, because the NFT part is not the hard part. You can create an NFT, use Adobe, use all these softwares that we know of, and put it on OpenSea, and it might not sell. It might not be no floor price, no activity, no trade volume. So when another person comes, they won't buy it.
Okay.
So Discord is very important. People use Twitter too, but Discord is like the prime place for NFT selling. So that's the real part of NFTs right now.
So then what are some key things to do to like make an NFT valuable? Like if I was to create one, what would make other people, interested in it on Discord? If there's anything, is it like just completely what the market? You have the will of the market. Like, are there any tips?
The most beautiful thing about this place right now is that it's free of choice. If me and Brad don't like the damn NFT, we won't buy it. This is not the time that, Puma hired Jay-Z or Reebok hired Jay-Z or whatever, and Jay-Z's on television and got the Reebok, and then, damn, I'm going to a store, get a Reebok. It's not like that no more. I've seen NFT people that, bought their way through and thought, it could sell out that way. Nope, didn't work. And I'm talking about Mbappe, soccer players, famous people, and it still didn't work. So people have to like the art. People have to like the message. People have to like the utility, and people have to like the perks. And sometimes things like motherfuckers, which is a meme NFT, has no utility. I don't think.
MFers actually.
MFers. My fault. There might be kids watching. But it had no utility at first and stuff like that. And people bought it up, and it's worth like $6,000-$7,000. There's things like that, like just a joke community, and they'll buy it up. So you have to find out your lane too. Like, is this a serious type of art, or is this like fun play? You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to marketing. It comes down to a lot of things. But creating an NFT, it could be done on Adobe. It could be done on art software. But I feel like selling the NFT is the hardest part when it comes to the NFT world.
And like, just not dumb it down more, but talk about it more logistically. So you go on this Discord and you just start talking about your NFT?
No, not.
You inform your community about it.
You
build your community.
But I know that, but like, how does that start? What do you say? Like, hey,
It's a lot of hard work. It's like building a brand.
It's like
Every NFT is a brand. It's a new brand.
You start an Instagram profile, like you don't come in there with all your followers. Like you have some friends, but there's some people that
Yep.
You got to market.
There's some people that like attorneys with swag.
Oh,
They all follow us.
I like this guy today.
You know,
I like
so-
you today. Dude. You came with some fire.
Hey, you know, I came prepared.
He writing stuff down.
Y'all make me buy stocks in this shit, so I want to know what the fuck I'm getting into. You know.
What'd you get?
I hear that.
Ethereum. I got Ethereum and Bitcoin. There
you go.
Yo, listen.
Simple.
That was
and Solana. I just bought into.
okay.
that, so.
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Nice. Can't go wrong.
But like that's what I think one of the most important things to have people understand is certainly don't buy NFTs because you think it's like a good investment, right? If you don't go to museums trying to buy artwork to flip it, don't go buy NFTs trying to flip it.
Nice.
You can, but let's have reasonable expectations for ourselves, right? Like if you get started in the market, do you expect to have $1 million after 3 months, or do you expect to,
But people keep doing it.
But it's a very small percentage, man. It's like the 0.01% of people, and it's also motherfucking money laundering, man. Like, listen, if I had if I had $140 million, I didn't want the government to know I had, and you're like somebody who has a computer, I could be like, yo, bro, listen. Make this NFT for me. I'm gonna buy it from you for 145 million, and then you give me that motherfucking money under the table.
No.
Like you excited about that, but that shit is real. Come on, man. Like
so
I'm not
much
talking out my ass.
It's so much harder than it sounds.
Yeah,
like if you have
it's hard.
145 million, the bank already knows you have that money.
Yeah,
if,
I'm
if
saying-
it's sitting there,
Listen, man.
That's too
But
much
like,
money.
see, this is why like I like and hate NFTs because, like, I like it because I'm full gung ho on utility, right? Like I have a few NFTs of an artist who I'm like really I fuck with his music. I mean, I'm sorry, I fuck with his images. I like his events that he does, and he's also a homie of one of my favorite DJs. The Gaslamp Killer, like he fucks with Chris Dyer. So I got the Galactic Gang, the Galactic Gangsters, right? And so I've got a few of them, and whenever Chris Dyer comes and has a show in New York, an art show, and he's gonna have really trippy, really psychedelic music and all that, I got access, I got tickets, I'm ready to go, and that's why I got it, right? That's why I want to, because of the utility, right? If you've got a favorite team and they release an NFT, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm copping this because I want to see them every time they pull up. Or if they drop in New Jersey, I want to be able to have first access so that's kind of like, I really want our viewers and our listeners to understand, like, don't get caught up with all this ridiculous money that people are making from buying these NFTs just because they hype.
I mean,
right?
listen.
It's like these pump and dump shit. Like,
listen,
no,
Jack.
bro. Like, focus on the utility.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the same thing as lottery or gambling. We see people make millions of dollars, and we still gamble, and I lose.
Yeah, let me tell you, I deleted the FanDuel app.
That's a personal thing.
And I stopped following Bleacher Report because all they post on Instagram is these
it's
big ass
crazy.
winners that bet $5 and win fucking 6 figures. You know, it's depressing. I don't need to see that negativity in my life, so I got rid of it. Right? It's the same shit. Right? So I did have one question though. Like, So it's a very basic question. Like, so with all of these different types of coins out there, all these different types of crypto, like, the thing I can't get past that there's so many different types, right? And so like how, and you need to trade some in if you're gonna buy from somebody else for a different kind. Like, how do you see? Don't you see that as?
Ev did his homework and now he wants to bring a question back to
You're
the
damn
This guy is on fire.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yo, but don't you see that as it getting in the way of like its growth? Like, I think that might be what's preventing it from growing as fast as it should. Like, there's so many different currencies. Like, you know, I gotta keep trading. Like, to me, it tires me out. Like, damn, if I gotta buy from this motherfucker, I gotta buy this little piece of shit crypto that I don't even care about. You know what I mean? So do you see that as getting in the way?
You gonna bring up side chains or no?
Well, no, I'm gonna bring up free market.
Okay, gotcha.
So like the concept that there is too many of them, but over time, those that do their research and the capital will flow where it belongs to be, right? So we're so early. Like, that needs to be said every 5 minutes.
Yes.
We are so early.
Yes.
When you ask what are the utility of NFTs, it might change 2 years from now because the industry is open source. Anyone can come in and add. The innovation pace is faster than any industry we've ever seen, period.
You'll be able to open your door, open your car door, open anything with an NFT. He's laughing, but it's very well. You'll use your domain, your ENS, which is an NFT.
if you get one of those too.
Yeah.
Because
So
people
I
aren't
open
going to
my-
just be
I open my
gifted
card over my
ENSs.
phone.
You know, they're still going to have to know.
I open my card over my phone. That's the only way I open my card over.
Exactly. They already got you doing it. They already got you
I'm
doing
driving a
it.
2017 Lincoln, so I don't know.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I know where
yeah.
you're coming from.
But like these are just, you know, there's use cases now that, you know, are either intuitive or easy to explain. But when we say, okay, you know, what are they going to do? Like, there is an endless list of use cases that we haven't even thought of. And you're basically asking me in 2001, what can I do on the internet?
Like,
no one could give you an honest answer at that point. They
like-
could give you an answer, but it would have changed in a few years.
Exactly.
And then you just would have seen. Like, you
Like-
have to enjoy this growth period of the next 20 years because it's going to be ridiculous.
Like
period.
if I steal your car, Jack, right? And it's NFT, you know, I can't open the car door without your signature.
We're talking about that.
Without your signature,
Right.
You know, you sign off on that. So when you're in the
Oh, so it's like the new form of its title.
thank you, yes. So like
See,
if
I
you,
can see enterprise and what the budget, hefty,
Yep.
right? Them rental Hertz, not hefty. No, hefty. No.
Hefty's the garbage bag.
yeah.
Yeah, our bad.
I was like, hefty hurts.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
But yeah, I
shit.
can see them doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Like definitely at a retail level that you don't own it and you rent it. That would be dope. You know, to get people more acquainted to what's going on here. You know.
One day we're gonna have you guys on for an episode, and it's gonna end, and I'm gonna feel like I know what the fuck just happened.
All right, third time's the charm.
No, it's gonna be more than that.
He's like, I need 10.
It'll be like number 8.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, that wasn't confusing.
No, like, at number 8, he's just gonna be like,
Out of nowhere.
fucking get it now. And everyone's gonna be like,
Oh man.
Yeah.
It took us a half hour to answer how to make an NFT.
It's a process, and
It
we're
really
early,
is.
so nothing looks super clean, right? And only the people that are super professional, even them explaining it to most people, like they're still trying to explain to people who are like semi-tech competent or like savvy.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a different layer of explaining when someone can use it and when they've never done it before, and you've got to say what this is, what this is, what this is. That's a whole other step, and I don't really think there's any technology that people have needed that many steps of introduction to use. The iPhone, people just learned how to use over time. Your friend had it. You just learned this. Like, those are things that naturally, organically grow, and we learn how to use the technology. Now it's like you either know how to use it or you'll, eventually learn how to use it after millions of people have already learned how to use it, and you are now catching up, which is fine. I do that all the time. Like, I do that with movies. I do that with TV shows. I do that with, so I get it. But, like, when it comes to, the thing about NFTs, it's wrapped up in this massive new industry of wealth transfer that most people won't really get. But
I just feel like, not to cut Brad off, I just feel like, not to cut him off, that's my guy, but just to feel what he was saying, is just like, wow, like NFTs, man, like people don't know how big it's gonna grow. People have no clue how big it's gonna grow.
Not bullish enough.
My parent, I can't speak for everybody else, but my parent never invested into Apple or Microsoft or all these things in the .com bubble in the 90s. And we have a chance to rewrite history, and create generational wealth for our family. This happened before with the .com bubble, and we wrote it off. There's people, you can go on YouTube and type on people laughing at email. And now everybody uses it. We did this with TVs. Right. They said the radio will outlast the TV. Now the radio became a podcast, basically. I don't even know where a radio is nowadays.
yeah.
We on the radio.
You know what I'm saying? I guess this is the radio now.
It's literally like that. It's like that commercial, like with crypto with Larry. Like don't be Larry.
Don't be Larry.
That shit is effective to me.
Yeah, don't be Larry.
Here I am.
Because
we here talking about
the past 10 years. That's been the past 10 years for people. It's just like, whatever, da-da-da-da.
Right, yeah.
And then you look at the returns and you're like, wait a minute. Every asset class that everyone else was invested in seems like they made a lot less money than everyone that just held Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wait, the people that held Bitcoin and Ethereum are all multimillionaires. Never mind. It's just you just haven't seen this before. Everyone's been making fun of them the whole time, and they've made so much more money that now, like, the oldest bank in the country is now offering custody services of crypto. Like, you have to understand how big of a deal it is for the most conservative institutions that hold pension funds, endowments. Like, these people don't touch anything after it goes through 36 people of verifying an investment. Like
look, my mom.
It's clear you guys can talk about this forever, but
we
gotta cut this shit, man.
One more story. My mom never invested like that, right? Well, I'm not gonna put my mom out there like that, but hell with it, it's too late. But my mom never invested like that. She never did the .com bubble, and she lived her life how everybody lived their life. And today, in my generation, they'll get their check, save up, go on vacation, invest in Robinhood now, I guess. But we're not looking at wealth. We're not looking like, oh, I want to go on vacation in my 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking at that. We're looking in our 20s, 30s. Speaking of my generation, I watched my mom do that. I watch, people do that of, older than me, and I'm like, damn, we're doing the same thing. We're not investing into the next tech boom, and we're missing that, and then we're gonna just work all our lives. Like, where's our freedom of choice here? So we keep writing that off, doing the vacation, drinking thing, and that's cool, but we have to put at least 5, 10%, 15% aside and figure out where this wealth is coming from. Our parents didn't invest in Microsoft and Apple. Let's not make the same mistake here.
Facts. Right. Woo! On that note,
let's talk about Unsung Hero for this week.
So this week's Unsung Hero is Regina Little. She's a social worker and an incredible individual who works in public school and systems. She gets kids who are homeless into shelters, and then she also gets them out of shelters into homes. She's been doing it for years, and like every time I see her, she's always got some new story. First it starts out heartbreaking, but she busts her ass, and she's really making a difference to these kids in urban communities. So we definitely want to shout her out because she is definitely doing the Lord's and Allah's and every other universal energies work. So we definitely got to show her love, and so you could definitely check her out.
Let's clap it up for her.
Yeah. And you could definitely check her out in this week's blog post. You're gonna have all the information on her and how you can contribute to the work that she does. So thank you, Regina.
And Ev, our sponsor for this week.
Our sponsor is a good brother, literally my brother, Dr. Justin Hopkins. He's a psychologist down in Washington, D.C. He does a lot of telehealth now, so hit him up. His website, he's on IG. I believe his Instagram is Dr. J.S. Hopkins. He specializes in psychotherapy, mental health in terms of, psychotherapy, couples therapy, and he is an anti-racism consultant. He was on one of our episodes a couple weeks ago. Check it out if you want to know what that is. All around good brother doing the good work. So check him out.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, one day you just won't feel so mind-numbing. But
I feel good. I feel real good.
He's coming in shining,
I gotta do my homework. Right, but until next time,
we out.
No, what they're saying, right? Just be clear for our audience, because I actually read that article. I didn't look at that. But what they said was
dropping gems like we preaching. Don't overstep the line of my freedom of speaking. We cast to the world, put the words in the street and connecting all the minds of the people we reaching.
Yo,
jury's out.
tempted to get fenced in and contempting. Teach you motherfuckers a lesson and pressing the issue at hand. Nah, I don't care about objections, suspensions, and cell inspections. Just suppression of black lives is my passion. And love for my fam is everlasting. So stop gassing these asses with glasses. Cause in the end, I leave them where the trash is.
Jury's out. Jury's out. Jury's out. There's no doubt what we about, and we kick it to the masses. Trying to spit the law as we laugh off our asses. Breaking down the latest shit, carrying crazy lady shit. Glad I got no baby shit. COVID got me crazy, bitch. Damn, and G gon' have to edit this. The jury's out, so you can't even credit us. No statements null and void, invalid evidence. No, you can't take us to court, cause you know jury's out. Jury's out. Jury's out.
I like to share knowledge.
Again, it's more than sharing knowledge. It's
What is it? It's
Ask any attorney. When the jury's out, there's not a care in the world, B. Sit and talk shit no matter where the judge be. Cause she can't judge me. My job is done because my guy not guilty. Don't try to tempt me to hell, I will send me. Look behind me, the team is with me. The jury's out, yeah, the jury's out. And if you got a doubt, he's walking out.
I'm not force feeding anyone knowledge. Do you see? I don't see a gun.
you don't need a gun to force anything, right?
Dude, you can force people. You can force people to be knowledge by making them feel stupid. You can tell me like, wait, no, you don't understand. I'm gonna break it down, and then they're like, oh, okay. Am I following people's will? Yes. So does water kills rocks. You know what I mean? Like that's just a side thing. So does religion. I think religion, no. No. I think I'm better than fucking like religion. I feel like it's on its last breath. Like I think I don't wanna. I think I'm smoother than that.
It's definitely not on his last breath.